Thank you, I, James Austin Ruck, being the returning officer at the parliamentary election for the Darlington constituency held on the 6th of May 2010, do hereby give notice that the number of votes recorded of each candidate at the said election is as follows. Barker, Mike, Liberal Democrat, 10,046. Bull, Charlotte Elizabeth, UK Independence Party, 1,194. Chapman, Jenny, the Labour Party candidate, 16,891. Foster, Amanda Marie, British National Party, 1,262. Lagarde Edward, the Conservative candidate, 13,500. I do hereby declare that the said Jenny Chapman is duly elected. Congratulations.
Oh my goodness, I'm the MP for Darlington. Wow. The town I love, my home. I would like to thank returning officer, the police. I would especially like to thank my agent, Steve Harker, who is a man of such huge integrity, hard work, and I have to say stubbornness. And he's worked so hard for Labour these last few weeks. I can't thank him enough. We fought with integrity, positivity and passion. My opponents might tell you that people in Darlington vote blindly for Labour or that we've won on a personal vote. Neither of these things is true. Every Labour vote cast in Darlington today is a vote for fairness, a vote for the NHS, a vote for schools, a vote for private education. Every Labour vote cast said no to job losses, said no to return to recession and no to tax breaks for the wealthy few at the cost of tax credits for hard-working parents. I'm proud to be elected as Darlington's MP. It's a responsibility I'll undertake with pride, with humility and unfailing respect for the people who elected me. Thank you.
Well done, Jenny.
I'd also like to add my thanks to the returning officer and to Ada Burns and to all the staff of the council who've worked tirelessly, not just today and through this evening, but for many weeks leading up to this. And I think they themselves deserve a round of applause. I'd also like to pay tribute to my opponents. Got to know Jenny and Mike and Charlotte to some lesser extent quite well, and I'm glad to say that we've had an incredibly tough but fair campaign. And both Jenny and Mike are a real credit to the parties that they represent. When I was selected as the candidate for this town some 2.5 years ago, I was facing a notional majority of 10,500. Tonight, that is 3,300. That is a fantastic achievement, an achievement of which I personally am incredibly proud. But it was an achievement that was built on the hard work, on the hard graft of the team that supported me. And no longer and never again will Darlington be labelled a Labour safe seat. now on, this town and this seat is a marginal and will be fought as such, and that's exactly what I set out to do 2.5 years ago. And my final remarks are addressed to Jenny. I wish her genuinely, I wish her very well. It's a heavy responsibility being Member of Parliament, and she will, I think, almost certainly have to work in close partnership with a Conservative government for the benefit of this town. Thank you.
I'd like to add my thanks to the returning officer of the police, democratic services throughout the last few weeks. You go in there, it's all calm on the surface, but you believe that underneath the little paddles are going 19 to the dozen. Superb work by the Democratic Services Department. Congratulations to Jenny, an excellent win. I'm sure she'll make a very good and dedicated Member of Parliament for Darlington. And to Edward, who rejuvenated the Conservative Party in the town. The sight of hordes of Conservatives descending on streets throughout the town with their blue rosettes struck fear into me, and I'm sure it did into local residents. A very energetic campaign by the Conservatives, and I'm sure, Edward, that you'll find a safe seat somewhere a little closer to home next time. And Charlotte too. It's nice to know that not all members of the UKIP are in the mould of Lord Pearson and the unfortunate Nigel Farage. We've done extremely well here. Over 10,000 votes, up from just over 7,000. Is an increase in votes which is mirrored by the increase that we've had in our membership over the last few weeks. The Liberal Democrats are poised and ready to go for next year's local elections. Afraid so, Charles. And we do so with confidence, with a renewed spirit, and I would like to thank my small but dedicated team, especially all the new young people that joined the party, Ian and so on, and their dedication in delivering in all weathers, taking all dogs into account. Yes, this is Yorkshire Terriers 1, me 0, I'm afraid. Thank you very much.
Well, I've written mine down on a piece of paper, otherwise I would keep you in here all night. I would like to join my fellow candidates in thanking all those who've been responsible for the organisation of the Darlington election, and especially those with the tedious business of counting the votes. Now, it's scandalous to me how so much responsibility for the running of our country is now done in secret, either within the EU itself or within its British quangos. In a democracy, it should be crystal clear who decides to spend our money on what and on why. There should be no place for secrecy over such matters, yet new laws have been passed in Westminster over the last few years which say otherwise. Now, if our new government is to herald a real change for this country, then the fundamental values of all our MPs need to change. They are not in Parliament to further their own interests and political careers, nor are they there simply to serve the interests of the party machine. So hopefully, after the traumas of this particularly close election, or so we believed, our new MP, Jenny Chapman, will have been reminded where her loyalty really should lie, and who will be paying her wages, the people of Britain.